Good morning. My name is Pankaj G. Kishore Maurya. I am from Rosary Higher Secondary School, Naveli, Goa. So the title of my project is Acoustic Railway Track Monitoring System. Railway safety is a major concern, especially in a country like India, where it has a vast network of railway tracks. Since there are so many tracks, it can't be monitored regularly, and there are some cases where those cracks or some loose bolts are missed by the manual inspection and can later lead to further accidents, which can be fatal and can kill many people. So my system aims to provide a real-time monitoring system that is low cost and can act 24 hours a day. It reduces the human error of missing any cracks or loose bolts that can later lead to any disaster. So I have used a aluminum rod as a track and two piezoelectric sensors. One as a transmitter that sends vibrations through this railway track, and other as a receiver that receives those vibrations and converts it in electrical signals. These signals are processed in the processor, that is the Arduino Nano I have used here, and it alerts the buzzer. So what we do is we transmit vibrations through the railway tracks, and the receiver receives those vibrations. And we take a baseline, that is when a track is normal and there are no cracks. We take it as a reference point, and then the incoming signal, that is when there are cracks or any loose joints, the signal strength decreases due to reflection of the vibrations. These incoming signals are then compared with the baseline, that is if there is a vast deviation from the baseline, then the system processes it and alerts the system by turning on the buzzer. So we can start the system just by powering the Arduino. So once we turn on the system, it takes a baseline reading. So it took a baseline reading now. Now, if we create a crack, that is, since there are no cracks, it won't have any effect. Now, when I create even a small crack, the buzzer is activated. Now, it is because the vibrations are being reflected due to the change in the structure of it. If the structure does not change, that is, when the railway tracks in summer they expand, so that too the structure doesn't change, only the metal expands. So that too won't have any effect on this because it is not changing the structure entirely. So we have to calibrate it according to the seasons, the environment which we are putting those sensors. This can affect how long it can work and how well the accuracy is. We can further improve this by adding wireless communication, that is Wi-Fi processors, high-tech sensors, and GPS tracker in those sensors. When a sensor detects a cracks, we can send those signals via GPS so that we can pinpoint the location of those cracks and we don't have to search for it. The Wi-Fi modules will send the collective signals to the central board or the central main system, where we can have a collective chart and we can compare the graph accordingly. This has a downside, that is we'll have to regularly change the threshold, that is we are taking the difference. It can become longer or shorter depending on the surrounding vibration. Since I have used aluminum, it is very sensitive to surrounding vibrations or even small cracks. But when we will be using actual tracks, that is the metal tracks, they are much more rigid and therefore they are not easier to crack, so we will be able to distinguish between any surrounding noises and the cracks. So thank you.